Hello, hello. We are live. Why do people have introduction to these lives to show that they are a real person, right? Okay, so today's topic is very, very interesting and fascinating because I want to take you to the world of your relationship, of your heart, of your partner, but a roundabout way. So we learn how to think about it, how to flip our mind. And instead of thinking from it, like he does that to me, or he did that, therefore I am upset, or whatever. I want you to see how consciousness works so that when he does something, you actually have a little bit of attitude. Like you are, what I say, easy tigress. Don't have to jump right away. Just take it easy. When you have a deep understanding how things work, you can take it easy. And if you read the description, you can see that there is a story about Jeff Bezos. When one of his employees explained to him what happened to Sears, why Sears got bankrupt, his reply is Amazon will too. The greatest company in the whole history so far in this human civilization, owner of the company, the CEO, says it's going to fail too. Why? Is it like Julius Caesar, who had a slave whispering to his ear, "You are mortal, you're going to die. Today may be your last day"? Caesar hired a slave to remind him of his mortality. And what does this have to do with your relationship, you say? Everything. Because I'm here to remind you that your relationship will end. Guaranteed. Your relationship will absolutely, undeniably end. Be it with a divorce, with a breakup, or with death. Of course, the love lasts forever. The love is something completely different, but the relationship will end. And how many people have terrible feelings of guilt and regret and beating themselves up for, I should have told him I love him. I should have done this for her. I had a chance to ask my friend for a walk when she was going through hard times, and now she blew up her head or whatever she did, right? Which it's not a main choice of how women do it, but you get the point. The point is, everything will end. And if you have a little voice, a little slave telling you in your head, your relationship will end. Take care of each other. Value what he did. Connect today. It's like having an app. And this is basically what Julius Caesar did. He had a live human application, an app that was programmed. Tell me every day that I am mortal in different ways, that my power is not all there is, 25 times a day or 5 times an hour or whatever it was programmed to say. And this person was doing it because Caesar saw how his ego got inflated from power. He saw what can happen if he is not focused on what really matters. And what really matters is not how many countries I conquered. It's not how many lions I have in my cages, right? It's about who I am, and I am mortal. My relationship is fragile. My relationship will end. How do I treasure it while I have it? How do I make the best out of it? Like when you go for vacation, people tell you, enjoy every moment of it, have fun, break a leg when you go for on a stage. People encourage you to take the best out of it. And how do you do it? You don't go on a vacation and then burn on a sun all day long. You don't go and just cruise around, eat in every restaurant. How do you get the best out of it? Right? How? By bringing your consciousness to the present moment. By bringing your consciousness to things which makes these things matter. So I'm going to give you a really cool metaphor. You will never forget it once you think of it this way. Think about it as a milk. Milk is a natural substance that comes from breasts, cows, whatever, right? And what happens with milk? If you process it in a certain way, one part is water, and then you get milk powder. Milk powder is what we carry. It's a routine. It's a thing we get stuck in. It's like a life. And water is consciousness. Milk powder, you cannot do much with it. Like liquid, well, what can you do with milk powder? You need some liquid. You need water, consciousness, to make it visible. And when it comes to our relationships, on a first date, on a wedding day, right? All these exciting things, because you put all this water into the milk powder. And now you are nourished by this experience. But as relationship continue, we stop putting in the water. We start depriving our relationship from consciousness. Love is a precious gift that enriches our lives in countless ways. Wow, I like that you said that. Thank you. Yes. You see, this is how you get a precious gift. You have to put consciousness into this relationship. You have to put water in the powder milk. And this is why after, you're like, why were you so nice to me when we started dating? And now you are not. Why we were so exciting about going out and having things, and now we don't do that because we're not putting this consciousness where it belongs. We are stuck in routine. Go to work, come back home, eat, do this, do that, watch TV, and there is no connection. And when a woman doesn't feel connected to the present man, here is the woman full of love, and here is her man. Cute couple, right? But when he's not present with her, she feels like he's turning on his nails, or whatever you call it, needles. She's gonna hurt herself on it. Ouch, ouch. The presence is what matters. The presence is the water in the milk powder. The right amount of it. You don't just put one drop in a whole bucket of milk powder. No, you have to put a lot. So the more you created in your life, you have more children, you have more houses, you have more whatever you have, you would need more presence to make this worthwhile. That's why we have all these celebrities and rich people just lost the meaning of anything, have no meaning, because there is no consciousness, there is no presence. So the voice, the app, is the voice that tells you, be present, turn towards each other, dig the gold, say something beautiful, compliment them, pat them, bring them water just for nothing. Like when you notice you are thirsty, maybe my partner is thirsty too. So just fill up the water, drink, right? And then bring it to them and say, are you thirsty? Oh, actually, I am. Well, I'm reading your mind. And now they feel connected and everything feels sweet. And if you bring water and they say, no, I'm not thirsty, in case you will be, I want to take care of you in advance. You see, you want to keep on bringing that water into milk, and we want to keep activating the app, the application that tells you, show you care, show they matter, show they are important to you constantly. Because otherwise, the relationship will end, definitely, just like Caesar's life ended, but will end without meaning. Are you thirsty right now? I am. And we want to have meaning instead. So, uh, so when it comes to aging, this is something that changes too, right? You change every day. You have a baby, and then you blink, and baby outgrew all of its clothes. And then you buy a new set of clothes, and baby outgrows that. And before you know, you have a teenager, right? Our bodies constantly change. What makes a baby grow, right? HGH, human growth hormone. Hormones are activated in everything. And then when it comes to relationship hormones, right? They will definitely disturb your app, your reminder to bring something in it. It will mess them up because now I'm sleepy, now I'm tired, now I'm angry, now I'm right. All of these hormonal shifts during our menopausal time or during our estra shift time that I like to say, those changes are a big reminder of your weakness, reminder of your power, reminder of what's necessary for you to go to do next. Where are we going with all of that, right? What we need to repair, how to connect better. They are constant reminders. They mess you up, and then you think your relationship is to blame. That's what we normally think. Oh my God, you just drive me nuts. You leave socks all over the floor. Blah, blah, blah. You never do dishes. Something so silly like dishes can make us want to part, can make us want to say, oh, I love you. No, I don't. Here are my needles. Nya, 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 nya. And then we just needling each other. And constantly, when you come home and when you are around your partner, you're constantly feeling annoyed, feeling uncomfortable, feeling antsy. You don't want to be around them because it hurts. I had clients, many, tell me, it hurts when he hugs me. Does he hug you very strongly? No. It hurts when he gives me a little cheek kiss. How can that hurt? Because needles hurt. Why would needles hurt? Because we are so far turned our back from each other. We forgot to consider that maybe I can offer you my heart and I can offer you my masculine bow tie. The connection, the whole thing that will happen is change, always. And when we get stuck in this routine and maybe our needles get intertwined with each other and now we cannot untangle them, we need to do it. Even if you're going to untangle to part, you know how some people get divorced and 20 years later, blah, 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 still talk about each other, never seen it. They never see each other anymore, but they still talk poorly about each other. You notice that, right? Because they're intertwined and they never actually freed and moved with changes of life. And the movement may just be all around and all around, and slowly you live in two different universes and you connect with new people. So it's really important to get wisdom from wise people. How does Jeff Bezos look at Amazon? Thank you. I am blessed. He looks at Amazon as it will fail. He knows this is the moment of glory. Caesar knew this is the moment of glory. I need application to remind me. When we start losing, when we start failing, I need something to help me. So, my dear, remember, if this is your relationship right now, remind yourself this person is precious. I want to keep this. I don't want to start doing this, or we together start doing that. And if you are in this stage, oh, we are just parents, we take care of our kids, we take care of whatever life and house, we are still not doing this. This is important. How do we turn towards each other a little bit? Put the app reminder. Make yourself the love app that reminds you once a day, twice a day, to dig the goal, to say something precious to each other. Because once you get here, it's going to be harder. Once you start doing this, poke, 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 it's going to be really fake. Like I had a client, she was in this state, you hurt me, I hurt you. Like it was so bad. And I told her what to say to her husband. And she said, oh my God, I'm going to throw up in my mouth if I have to say that. I said, what you going to say else? F you? That's what their relationship was. Throwing things at each other, literally. And then when she finally did it, she just kind of said it timidly. He turned. And now they started having conversation this way. And slowly they reconnected beautifully. And to show you this metaphor, believe it or not, look, my dear. Oh, I left it downstairs. Oh no. I will show you next time. Oh, here it is. You know what this is? This is the actual porcupines quill. This is the actual. And imagine thousands of those. When they poke you, ow, ow, it really hurts, right? If somebody pokes you with, I don't have time for you now, or you call them, hey, honey, and you don't hear no sound back, honey, what? This is like poke, poke. And when you cause this to each other, like this is like poke, 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 it hurts, it hurts, it hurts every time. And now you are, how do you, I have your quill on me, you hurt me, you bad person. You see, this is the connecting on the levels of being a feeling like a victim and unable to actually create a connection. So please, while you start noticing you're kind of getting here, activate the app. And then you will start noticing you maybe sometimes get here. Reactivate the app double. When it gets here, trust that the app will still work. The reminder will work. And hormones will mess with this. The weather will mess with this. Physical changes will mess with you. But what we need, still trust the process and do whatever you can to repair relationship, even from a distance. Even from the distance, slowly turning. If you came that far, don't expect that you will repair it in like, hey, I love you. I'm sorry for what I did. Let's move on. No, you will look so fake. You will look so insincere, and it will create a bitter taste in your partner. Definitely. Look, different hormones will make you want to do different things. You will activate different hormones based on what you do. So if you spend a lot of time doing this, lovey-dovey, look how cute they are. So cute together, right? If you celebrate your cuteness together, you take your pictures and you show your pictures to your children, and you be this way, you will create a lot of oxytocin, bonding hormone. So when somebody comes between you and start to poke you with their own pokers and says, oh, but you had three wives before that, but you had whatever, but you had a child from previous marriage, but any of those external stupid things will not matter. But same things will matter when you do this, because your bond became fragile. Recreate the serotonin bond with happiness by doing happy activities together. Recreate oxytocin bond by physically connecting and bonding regularly. My husband and I, we go for walks. Even now, when we don't have a dog, we walk each other. Our dog dies, so now we keep walking each other. And how do we do it? Every time we hold hands. That's what creates a little more oxytocin, right? Sense of belonging. If you go on a activity or adventure dates together, and then you have to cross over the river or some flimsy bridge or something like that, you will get endorphins. Like, wow, this is so awesome. Look what we did. Create the backyard house together, or even make a food together. There is that little bit of that activation of endorphins, which are the hormones that you want to have. Because remember, hormones will mess up with your app that reminds you to put consciousness into routine. You see how that goes? I hope this helps you. Please understand, I talk about more of that, much about that in my love manual, Woman Up Manual. Get it at helenasummer.com/woman up. And also, make yourself always think, how am I doing this unconsciously to protect myself? Because once you do this one too many times, ouch, this happens. Then you take it out, I'm sorry, but the blood still comes out. It's no fun. So please remember that number one, your relationship will end sooner or later, by death or by divorce. It will end. Number two, remind yourself of mortality. Remind yourself of fragility. Remind yourself of preciousness every single day, constantly. If your relationship is already in trouble, it will require more of those reminders, and fake. They will feel fake. They will look ineffective. That you will not want to do them. But that's exactly when you need to do them. Do them anyway. Remind yourself that this is something very, very precious and important. And do whatever it takes to activate your connection, togetherness hormones. Your life will be much better. I love you very much. Let me know if you have any questions and comments, and I'll see you next Tuesday for our live. Thanks for being a part of this. Much love.